Yeah, no, I asked the guy downstairs. I got it. Wait, who are we playing? OBJ? Thank you, buddy. Alright. Thanks everybody for your patience. Missed a minute 30 of the game. A lot of stress to get this set up today. I missed the Commodore in the booth with me. Running a solo show here today. We did hit the post on the first shift. Sorry to have missed that. Not sure exactly who did it. But let's pick up where we are here. 15 minutes left in the first. Pens are going to throw it out of their zone to center ice. Pearsall gives chase. Gets rimmed around the boards. Pens are going to go for a change. Long pass broken up. DeSimone's going to pick it up in his D zone. Plays it up to Reeling on the blue line. Reeling makes a man miss but loses the puck. Now Oleg, no, I'm sorry, that was a Leaf stick. Reeling kicks it to himself. And that's going to be a dead whistle. Center zone face-off here for Oleg with DeSimone, Reeling, Musklo, and Tango. Musklo plays it up to DeSimone. He's going to throw it in the zone. Picked up there by OBJ. Oleg on the forecheck. High off the glass. OBJ gets it out. Tango has it. Plays it on his forehand up to Oleg. Oleg circles, finds Reeling. Reeling then ships it off the boards and into the offensive zone for DeSimone to give chase. Intercepted there by Oleg. Nice anticipation. Now Reeling coming over. Puck gets deep in the zone. Tango gets tripped up by the referee. Now he picks it up, circles behind his own net. Ships it ahead to Oleg, just out of his reach. That's hard to do. Tango now backhands it up. Way back to him at center ice. Puck just kind of floundering there. Tango's just going to drive it himself. Puck comes out the other way. It's going to be a 3-on-2. Oleg on a good back check. Nice play there. Kicks it with his skates. Oleg broke that up by himself. Reeling leaves it for DeSimone. Now Oleg bursts through the zone with the puck. Pens in need of a line change here. They're staying out. DeSimone takes his man into the boards. Now Reeling comes in, cleans it up. Puck stuck there at the red line. DeSimone takes a hit but plays it in. They're going to wave off the icing there, so the goalie played it. Gallant on the forecheck now with Pearsall and Imler. Pearsall with a nice solid check. And puck gets played into the netting. Stoppage of play, 13-16. Puck played into the defensive zone. Edwards is out there with Veneziano. Veneziano picks this one up, plays it behind his net, gets it up to Gallant to Pearsall. Pearsall chips it up the boards for Gallant. Gallant gives chase into the near corner, takes his man into the boards. OBJ quick and out of the zone. Pearsall with a big check. Edwards, nice stick there. Poke checks that one away. Now he comes away with a steal right at the blue line in the defensive zone and gets it out. And that puck goes through the feet of the defenseman. Pearsall almost got a hold of it. .12:36 left here in the first. OBJ skating back the other way. Good check by Veneziano. Drills his man to the ice. Open hit. Open ice hit there with the puck. Veneziano takes his man down. Now he kicks that one. But OBJ retains possession in the zone. Edwards is going to be the first one there. Gets it on his backhand. Now he leaves it nicely for Veneziano. To Imler. Imler backhands one up the boards. To Houghton, who just got on. Houghton throws it into the center ice, but it's picked off. Dewey and Dunn join him. This was the opening lineup. One of these three hit the post. And that one's going to be frozen. And there's Skyler in net. You can see him with the bright green pads. It looks like he might have some black and gold over the green now. The green's still on the side. Bauer still yet to send in the new pass for Skylar. Face off won by the Pens. Metz plays it on his backhand over to Do It. Puck up along the boards. Maury uses his body to knock it down. Now he's going to join the rush with Dewey. Dewey throws it ahead just out of the reach of Maury. OBJ takes possession. For the moment, Dunn's there to swoop in. Puck thrown all the way around the boards. Played at the point from OBJ. Good bounce for OBJ. Player trips on his own though. Maury now plays it up the boards to Dewey. Dewey chips it out of the zone. Houghton's not there. OBJ retains. And they're just going to throw it in the zone and give chase. Skylar out to play. Nice backhand over to Maury. Maury's got some space. He's going to skate it. Gets it over to Houghton off of Houghton's stick. He was in a little bit of traffic. Would have been a tough catch. Metz bodies his man into the boards. Maury one-on-one. We're going to win this battle, and he takes his man into the boards and down. Maury so strong in the defensive zone. No chance there for OBJ to get something started. Now Metz battling along the far corner. Nice pass up to the point. Good pressure there by Dunn. On the point, takes a hit to the man. Caused a turnover, or at least an errant pass. Now Houghton below his goal line. He's going to circle behind his own net. Puts it on his backhand, just skates out of trouble, maybe in and out of trouble. Dunn now leaves it for Houghton. All the way in. Dutton goes backwards into the goalie inadvertently. Dunn's going to make sure no one takes any exception to that. And with 10:29, we'll get a stoppage of play. Ben's going for some long shifts here this start of this game. Pearsall's back out there with Luigi and Sargo, Musquel and Tango. This was the shift that the broadcast started on, the second shift of the game. And this will be this line's second time out there together. Luigi's going to take the face off to the right of the netminder. Wins it up along to the boards. Musquel with a shot off of Luigi's stick momentarily. And that's going to be an icing. Face-off won by the Pens, just out of the reach of Luigi, who's about to rip a shot. Luigi looking to continue the good momentum he built off of the homecoming to Buffalo. Here he is, attacking the point. Nice block shot there. And he's going to win it along the boards. Gets it out. Nice play there. It's going to be an offside. Should have been an offside, I thought, at least, on Columbus, but it's not. Now they're right back in. Good defensive stick there by Musquel. Drives that shot wide to the boards. Sargo's going to give chase. Way down low. Pearsall is there now. Good shoulder by Tango. That's a big player for Columbus. Tango battling. Pearsall battling. Pearsall's going to kick it out. Backhanded to the point by Sargo. Defenseman whiffs on it. Now we got a 2-on-1. Pearsall, Luigi. Pearsall slides it to Luigi. And he finds the back of the net. The good times continue for Luigi. Sargo played it to the point. And the Blue Jackets tried to one-time it. They fanned on it. Pearsall picked up the loose puck, drove hard to the net, took the defender with him. And Luigi streaking to the back post, did the rest. 1-0 Pens on top. Pearsall to Luigi. 9:31 left in the first. Oleg, Reeling, and DeSimone come out with Edwards and Veneziano. Edwards swings it over to Veneziano through his legs. Veneziano will put it on his backhand and circle behind his own net. Veneziano's going to skate it, touch pass up to DeSimone. And OBJ throws it back. Nice play by Edwards, gets it up to Reeling. Reeling in a bit of traffic, gets it knocked back. Veneziano has it now, slides it over to Edwards. Edwards, long pass, nice pass there to Reeling. Reeling's got some space, tries to get it over to Oleg. His pass is going to get deflected into the netting. .902 left in the first. Pens on top, 1-0. Oleg wins the draw back to Edwards. Edwards slides, shot from the point, glove down, save. Edwards found a shooting lane, ripped a shot. Reeling and Oleg's backs were turned though. Didn't create enough of a screen in front of the net, and the goalie gloved it down. So we'll do it again to the right of the netminder. Oleg's going to take the draw. This one they lose. And Columbus is going to skate it out. No one picks him up, so he's going to keep skating. Now Veneziano picks one off in the defensive zone. Good touch pass from DeSimone to Oleg, and he's just going to outskate everyone. Shot just wide of the net. Oleg just burst through there with some speed. That's going to be a delayed offside on the Pens. Puck just bounced out. Gallant, Sargo, and Imler coming out together with Metz and Mowry. Sargo taking the draw as a center. Wins it over to Gallant. He's going to rifle one in off the boards for the goalie to play. Taps it over to his defender, plays it D-to-D in their own defensive zone. Good forecheck by Gallant. He's going to tie him up along the boards and give chase. Out of the zone, intercepted by Mowry on center ice. He chips it softly off the glass. Glove down by OBJ, and then they're going to get caught with a hand pass. So we're going to center zone face-off here. Sargo is going to take the draw to the left of the netminder. Columbus gets tied up, but the puck comes out to Gallant, rips a shot. And the goalie freezes. A great save by Columbus. That puck was dangerously just sitting there. Gallant swooped in from the boards on his forehand, snapped a shot. Head high, hunted down by the goalie. Sargo wins another one. This bouncing puck, though, now goes over to Columbus. They're going to skate it to the neutral zone. Imler gives chase. Schuyler's going to tap one to Mowry. He bangs it around the boards just out of Gallant's reach, but it does get out of the zone. Allows Gallant to get on the forecheck. Imler now intercepts one in his own D zone. Gets a pass over to Metz. Up the boards to Gallant. Mowry swoops him with a stick, knocks that one just out of the zone. A lot of whistles here early in the first. Newton's line's going to come out here with Dewey, Dunn. Metz and Mowry are going to stay out there. 1-0, Pens on top. Pearsall to Louis G. That puck knocked down off Metz's chest. Now OBJ gets it in deep. Schuyler is going to leave it for Mowry. Off the boards to Dewey. Dewey's going to loft one high. If this one gets past, it's going to be trouble, and it is. It's Dunn on a breakaway. Dunn to the backhand. Good save. Dewey did a loft pass that took a big bounce for the Pens, and Dunn just skated right past the defense. Schuyler's not going to take the same chance, and he's going to freeze this one here with 7-11. Can't get much of a flow to the game right now. Nice play by Dewey, though. He was in his D zone, lofted one high. Tall ceilings here at the Ice House in Columbus. And that puck bounced right past the Columbus defender, and Dunn took it all the way to the house. Couldn't get that backhand shot off, but see what we can do here. Dunn ties up his man after the defensive zone draw with Houghton. Musklow's out there now with Tango. Puck gets played all the way around the boards. Dewey ties his man up, I should say. Allows Tango to swoop in and plays around the boards to Musklow. Musklow plays it up the boards now and out. OBJ throws a cross-angle pass there. Diagonal pass. Maybe Tango overskates it for a moment. Now he gets tied up along the boards. Houghton is in there to help out. 2-on-2 battle below the goal line. Musklow's canceling his man near the net. And the Pens are going to come away with it. Houghton has it. Gets tied up for a moment, but Musklow gets it to Dewey. Dewey's going to send it out. It's not going to make it to icing, and Dunn's going to be first man there. Dunn, centering pass for Houghton, just broken up. Good hustle by Dunn to get there. 2 quick passes, though, and OBJ's out the other way. Sargo's on now. Tango stands his man up, just shoves him back as they go for a change. Musklow leaves it for Houghton. Houghton skating it up, gets it to the red line, but loses the puck. .603 left in the first. Looks like we're going to have a penalty. I'm not sure. Too many men on the ice. Pens will get the first power play of the game. 6:03 left in the first. Too many men on the ice for OBJ. Looks like I gotta upgrade my scoreboard. Not gonna be able to do it this period. But we are on the power play. Maury, touch pass by Pearsall, rifles one over to Sargo. Back to Maury at the point. Gets it over to Pearsall. He's out there, gets it to Dewey in the bumper. Dunn's in front of the net. Maury at the point, slides it over to Sargo. Sargo's shot on net, broken up by the Columbus, but kept in the zone momentarily. Now it pops out. Maury's gonna circle back the neutral zone, now in his own defensive zone, letting his men regroup. Gets a pass just out of Pearsall's reach, and Columbus is gonna get back in their own zone. We'll try it again. This one goes all the way down, played by Skyler behind his net, leaves it for Maury. You can see the clock there, 1:22 left on the power play. Maury to Sargo. Sargo's gonna skate it in, throws it in. Takes a bad bounce though, out of Dunn's reach. OBJ gets it back to the point, but Sargo's there. He backhands one over to Maury, plays it softly over to Pearsall. His shot tipped by Dunn. Got that on net. That was rifled down on net to Skyler. He's gonna come out and tries a long pass for Pearsall. Pearsall's gonna circle back though as the Pens go on a change. Here's Olick. He's gonna skate through everybody. And somebody was offside. .455 left in the first, 52 seconds left on the power play. Olick, Louis G, Reeling, Veneziano, and Houghton out there. Face off one back to Houghton. Plays it over to Veneziano. He's going to circle back. Throws it over to Olick. Olick cross ice pass to Houghton, and here we go. Pens are set up in the zone. Now Houghton goes cross ice to Olick. Doesn't connect though, and we're right back out of the zone. Pens struggling to get it set up. Veneziano now will circle behind his own net. 30 seconds left on the power play. One shot on goal at the moment. That was a deflection from Pearsall to Dunn. Off of Houghton's stick, but he chips it ahead. Reeling's there. Reeling's driving hard to the net. Now he gets it over to Olick. Olick back to the point for Veneziano. He fakes his shot. Now back to Olick. Came up to the point. Now Houghton. 7 seconds left on the power play. To Louis G in the bumper slot. Shot stick to side. Now it gets to Reeling. Reeling below the goal line. Pens only have one defenseman out there at the moment. Not going to be an icing. They said that was played off of Houghton. Now Edwards joins on. Edwards picks up the loose puck. DeSimone's out there now with Reeling and Olick. Reeling tries chipping it ahead, deflected up to Olick. Olick plays it back to Edwards. 3:39 left in the first. Edwards, another good pass. He's finding Reeling. This is his second time today. Reeling tries to slide it through the net. Can't get it. Now back to DeSimone. DeSimone plays it to the point. No one there. That's going to go all the way back. Skyler's going to come out to play it. Leaves it for Tango. His pass gets blocked down. Now Edwards gets it up to Reeling on his backhand. Reeling slows down, takes a hit. Puck stays in the zone. Edwards comes in to clean up the mess. Puck trickles away. OBJ has it. Backhand shot on net, saved. And Skyler's going to freeze it with 3:06 left in the first. Galant's out there now with DeSimone and Imler. DeSimone throws a pass cross ice to DeSimone. Imler loses his stick. Puck's still loose in the offensive zone though. Now it trickles out. And here's DeSimone with some speed, making some people miss. Coming through some traffic. Center pass there broken up by DeSimone. He comes away with the steal, throws it out to center ice. 2:15 left in the first. Skylar's going to leave it and play for Tango. Tango up the boards. Touch pass and out of the zone. Pearsall's out there now with Louis G. And Sargo. Edwards finds on deflection, finds Sargo, but a good pass. It got through. Louis G bangs his man into the boards in the corner. Mowry's there. He keeps it in. Now Pearsall on a backhand pass to Sargo. His shot gets deflected and down. Loose puck still out there. Sargo on his backhand off the side of the net. Now Mowry at the blue line. Plays it swiftly over to Metz. Metz is going to throw one on net. Tipped and in! Anthony Sargo from Metz. A beautiful tip for the Pens. That puck came over to Metz at the point. Wrist shot, one on net, and Sargo was skating back towards his own bench. And as he did so, tipped it as he was going away from the net. Beautiful hand-eye coordination, and Sargo gets the Pens their second goal of the game. Mowry over to Metz. 1:30 left in the period. We got a 2-on-1 developing. It's Pearsall to Louis G. And this one's off the crossbar and in. Too quick for me to even see it. A tough defensive play by Columbus. They missed the puck, led to another 2-on-1 for Pearsall and Louis G. Pearsall said, I'll take this one. And he did the rest. I didn't even see that it went in. I heard it. Definitely hit the crossbar. Crossbar and in. Tyler always trying to teach his younger brother how to score and shoot, and I think hopefully Braden's watching at home. That's how it's done right there. 3-0 Pens. The floodgates are opening here late in the first. Loose puck picked up by Houghton. He puts it on his backhand. Attempt denied there. Rebound almost picked up by Dunn. Houghton plays it down along the boards. Now Dewey's out there with a strong stick. Knocks that one. That one just gets out of play. Metz is going to retreat to pick up the loose puck. Slides one over to Mowry. Gets a little bit of danger. Mowry just fires it at the bench. Heads up, boys. That's sort of the role of the captain. Doesn't want the boys to be taking anything for lightly here. Stay on your toes. Mowry throwing one into the bench. At the D partners at that. 52 seconds left in the first. Houghton's going to take the defensive zone draw. Wins it to Musquelau. Musquelau to Veneziano. Plays it around the boards just off of Dewey's stick. Kept in the zone. Tipped down. Veneziano picks up the loose puck on his backhand behind his own net. He stops, stutter steps there for a moment. Gets it up to Musquelau. To Houghton. Houghton on his backhand. Using his offhand to sort of fight off the defense there. Allows Dunn to come in and pick up the loose puck. Shot blocked down. I think that was Musquelau that blocked the shot. Still a loose puck. Still loose. Another block shot. That one by Dewey for sure. Pens holding on here for the last 20 seconds of the period. Good play there by Leaf. Throws his man to the boards and then the ice. Dewey does another high lofter. Trying to establish the same magic he did last time. Here we go on repeat. Dunn just outskating the Columbus Blue Jackets defense on Dewey's Hail Mary lob passes. New strategy developed between Dewey and Dunn in the locker room. It's working right now. 3-0 Pens on top. Outrageously, we're going to have 2 ice cuts this game. Not sure it warrants that, but here we go. This is the big times, everybody. 2 ice cuts. We'll see you in a little bit. Off to start the second period. Reeling gets it up to DeSimone, gets it over to Oleg. Oleg shoots just wide of the net. Edwards now gets it at the point. Slides one over to Oleg. He's going to try again. This one still wide of the net. Now, DeSimone steps in there with a slap shot, and it's just going to be an icing. Good pressure in the first 20 seconds of the start of the second period for the Pens. Oleg had two beauty of a chances just wide on the net each time. He's going to take the face-off to the left of the goalie. DeSimone, Reeling, Veneziano, and Edwards out there. I got some competition with a live stream. She's doing a better job right in front of me. Edwards gets this one just out of the zone. He's going to circle back, finds Oleg, who leaves it for Reeling, plays it over to DeSimone. DeSimone gets one on net, sticked into the corner. Reeling's there, slides it over to Oleg. Oleg on his backhand, throws one. He circled all the way around, threw it on his forehand, and just missed a slashing DeSimone. Edwards leaves it for Veneziano, who backhands one. Oleg tips it over to Reeling. Reeling's going to skate this one in. Now he's going to pull up. That one's going to get blocked and out of the zone. Edwards is going to be the first man back to get it, and that's going to be an icing. 16:04 left in the first. Second. Hewitt's going to come out there. I want to make a correction. Earlier in the first, I believe it was Hewitt got slashed. Not too many men on the ice. Hewitt is nursing a forearm injury at the moment, but he's going to stay out there. Let his mom back in Germany know if anything else develops, but he's on the ice, playing through a little bit of pain. Alex Sargo, the good teammate that he was, went to the concession stand, got a bag of ice for him at intermission. Now Houghton finds himself out there for an offensive zone draw. To the right of the goalie, Houghton's going to take it with Imler, Gallant, Maury, and Metz. Noticeably being missed today is the Commodore. It's a solo booth operation, never as good when it's a solo effort. I'll do my best to fill in. There will not be 3 stars of the game. I won't desecrate the gem that is the creation of the Commodore. Not only do the players want to know, rumor has it that the coaching staff of the Pens check in with the Commodore post-game to find out who in fact was the 3 stars of the game. Right now it's shaping up that the Pens might just in fact get some stars of the game from Commodore. Perhaps he'll call in and let us know. Right now, Houghton's taking the defensive zone draw. Metz ties up his man below the goal line. Wow, puck bounced dangerously in front of the net, just out of Skylar's reach. Gallant's still going to skate it out, though. Now, Imler comes away with a nice steal. Gets it poke checked away, but Gallant swoops in to pick up the loose puck. He swipes at it. Still in the offensive zone. Imler does a good job keeping it down, backhands it to Gallant. Gallant gets tied up on the boards and just out of the zone. Metz, back in good position here. He's taking his man to the boards on the far corner. Leaves it for Gallant. He swoops in, plays it off the boards to Imler. Imler through the neutral zone, gets it to the red line and Houghton. They're not going to go for a change. Let's go one more time, boys. Puck stays deep. Houghton's still out there banging below the goal line. Partial change for the Pens. Louis G and Sargo out there with Musklau and Tango. Louis G circling. Loose puck. Houghton has it. Goalie was down. Houghton couldn't control it. Sargo with a nice forecheck creates a turnover. Louis G finds Tyler Pierce. Oh, just coming on the ice. He's going for number 2. Went for the blocker side just wide. Kept in the zone. Nicely by Tango, but now it plays out. Sargo touch pass back to the D. Played up the ice. Sorry, that was Musklau that played that one up. Sargo back to Musklau. Musklau off the boards. Penn's trying to keep the winning ways going. Last week I felt bad. I did say we were 3-0. We were actually 2-0-1. But we did win our last two. This would be 3 in a row if they can make it happen. Up along the board, shot just wide of Skylar's glove. Commodore would be mad at me, but Skylar's pitching a shutout. I believe it's okay to say those type of things. I'm rooting for him. Musklau now behind his own net, puts it on his backhand, gets it knocked away. Sargo avoids a big hit, gets it to Musklau, who finds himself higher up the boards, and we get a whistle. Tough for me to see what's going on there. Looks like a cross check though, from what I can tell. I'm gonna learn the symbols of the referees. So you guys can watch at home and tell me what it is. Looks like that's gotta be a cross check, am I right? 13:34 left in the second. The Pens are gonna go on the power play. Second of the game. Didn't do too much in the first. Dunn had a nice tip shot. Only one shot on goal in the first power play. Veneziano's out there with Houghton. Louis G, Reeling, and Olick. Houghton, not sure who won the face-off, but Houghton has this now. Plays it up to Veneziano at the point. Swings it over to Olick. Louis G's in the bumper. Reeling's in front of the net. Shot by Veneziano's blocked into the corner. Picked up by Olick on his backhand. Tries to get it to Reeling, but gets it knocked down. No one's quick enough to get it there for Columbus, gets it out. Skylar comes out of his crease to leave it. Long stretch pass from Veneziano to Olick. He throws it into the zone. A little miscommunication with him and Reeling. Louis G just destroys his man into the boards, and he's gonna get a penalty there. Might be a boarding. Bad zone entry for the Pens. A lot of miscommunication with Reeling and Olick. Washington, D.C. kids. A lot of miscommunication from that city in general. And we'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute 23. And then the Pens will be on the penalty kill for 37. Dewey's out there with Dunn, Mowry, and Edwards. Face-off controlled by OBJ. Plays it down below the shot. Good save by Skylar. Short angle shot. Powerful shot and saved. OBJ controlling. They're going to go up to the point. Makes a man miss. Slides it. Gets it on net. Saved. Shifty play there by the defenseman. That might be Liptak from last year's team. Not sure if it was. 4-on-4 for the next minute 4. We'll do it with the same group we have out there. Skylar getting a water break from the refs. Dewey, Dunn, Mowry, and Edwards to take the draw to the left of Skylar. Dewey's in the circle. One back to OBJ. Shot deflected just wide over the net. Dunn gives chase. Doesn't feel like a 4-on-4 right now. OBJ's playing like it's a power play. Cross ice. Picked up by OBJ. Throws it back to the defensive zone and just out of reach. Long pass to center ice. Picked off by Mowry. He skates it in, gets it in deep below the goal line. 33 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Turnover there created by Dewey. He plays it over to Mowry. Mowry's with a shot. Big save. Pad save into the corner. Big rebound collected by OBJ. Dewey's going to throw it back in the offensive zone, but OBJ comes away with a steal. And they're going to skate it in. Shot. Gets through traffic and into the netting. 12 seconds left on the 4-on-4. DeSimone and Sargo jump out there now with Veneziano and Metz. Puck's one all the way back to Metz. Still 4-on-4 here. Pens are struggling at the moment, though, to establish any possession. And Sargo's going to chip it out. And that's going to allow Columbus to get their power play unit set up. Not set up, I'm sorry, on the ice together. Now OBJ's going to rim it around the boards out of Skylar's reach, so they're going to get to it. First man there. Veneziano comes away with it and throws a nice play by Veneziano. One-on-one, just won it in the corner and and gets it out of the zone. Sargo now throws one in deep. Columbus runs into each other, 2 men down. Sargo got it in deep, allowed DeSimone to give chase. 5 seconds left on the power play for OBJ. Pearsall's going to join DeSimone and Sargo. Pearsall on the ice, gets it to DeSimone. Drop pass, gets it over to Imler now. I'm sorry, Sargo's off the ice. That's Imler now, throws a pass cross ice. Veneziano's down low. He backhands one, chipped just wide of the net. OBJ plays it in deep, allows the Pens to grab it behind their own net. Metz tries to get it to DeSimone, but Veneziano was in a path. Wasn't sure who the pass was to. He got that one tipped just wide. Nice play by Imler there to knock it down. OBJ with the shot just wide of the net. Loose puck, rebound, shot wide. OBJ definitely controlling pace of play here the last couple of minutes. Veneziano now backhands one up along the boards. Columbus first people there. Circling shot, blocked by Veneziano, puck loose. Still controlled by OBJ, feels like a power play at the moment. Throwing it all the way around the boards, big bounce off the glass, picked up by 14 for Columbus. Centering pass, didn't connect with anyone, got through though. OBJ still controlling. Now they're gonna cycle it back. They're just going side to side right now. Pens are in chase mode. Play to the point, one-timer. His shot's wide of the net. Back to his D partner, plays it cross ice. Shot blocked by DeSimone. Pens bench appreciating that effort. Metz tying up his man. Now Veneziano swoops in. Total domination right now by the Blue Jackets. Just quicker to the puck. Pearsall cross-checks his man into the boards. That's one way to do it. Puck comes to DeSimone. Is it clearing attempt? Doesn't get out. Long shot from the point. Stick to side by Schuyler. Now Veneziano tries to outskate his man, and he does, and he gets it out of the zone and ices it. 8:57 left in the second. A different group there for the Blue Jackets as they controlled that 4-on-4 into the power play into that last shift. Let's see if the Pens can reverse it. They throw out Reeling, Gallant, and Olick together with Tango and Musklau. Puck comes up to Olick. He throws it cross ice to Gallant. Gallant's now going to chip it into the zone, high off the glass. They're going to say the Pens have to touch up. Not sure I agree with that or not. OBJ to the red line. Now into the zone. Sticked high. Bouncing puck on Schuyler. Puck still loose and frozen. Referee takes a tumble. Who did it? He's laughing. Edwards not on the ice. Gonna be him. Pens will stay out there. Looking for a line change here for OBJ. Schuyler staying hydrated today, going for another water break. Olick wants to do the draw. Here we go. He wins it back to Musklau. Musklau comes back to the near side. Not any room there for the Pens, and we'll try the other way. Tango, backhand to Gallant. That gets out. Delayed offsides there. OBJ is going to touch up. Gives Leaf a little bit of room to get it to Tango. He gets it out. A lot of forecheck pressure here by the Blue Jackets, I should say, and Reeling's going to get a penalty on a trip. With 8:03, the Pens go on the penalty kill. Reeling went in for a hit, missed the hit, and then skated towards the second player on the ice, and then tripped him. Not a good 10 seconds stretch. Dunn's gonna go out there with Hewlett, Edwards, and Mowry. Oh, there's a 4-minute penalty. I'm not sure what happened there, but they got 4 minutes on the clock. I'll have to find out later what happened. Fanned on a shot there. That leaves it for Dunn. Edwards one-timer, just wide of the net. Good stick there by Maury, comes out. To the point, I should say, kept in the zone by OBJ. Maury's gonna play his man into the boards, tied up there. Point to point, here's a shot. Maury tussling for his man in the corner. That left the defense a little bit short there on the bumper. 3 minutes left on this penalty kill for the Pens. Puck comes all the way around. Maury gives chase. Now Edwards get there. Edwards tries to go up center ice, gets an intercepted shot, sticked it to the netting. And a chance for the Pens to change. There by Skyler. Mets plays it around the boards. 2:33 left in the period. Dewey's going to throw one all the way down ice. Gets it on net. Now Pearsall's out there to give chase. Mets sticks that one aside. Veneziano gives chase. Puck loose in the corner. Puck stays in. Columbus plays it down below the circle, back to the point. Slides it over, back to the point. Walks the shot, blocked down by Veneziano. Get it to Pearsall. He swims past his man. Look at that move. Here he comes on a shorthanded attempt, glove down. And then an icing on the Blue Jackets with 1:38 left. The best scoring chance of this 4-minute penalty has been Tyler Pearsall. One-on-one swam over his defenseman. Came in from the left side, snapped one low to the glove hand. Blue Jacket netminder coming up with a big save. Imwer, Sargo, Tango, and Musklau out there together now with the last minute 38 left on this penalty. 5:41 left in the second. Good forecheck pressure there by Imwer. Sargo now gives chase. Musklau plays it up and out. Imwer on his backhand. Now he's skating through some traffic. Tries to get it over to Sargo. Called delayed offside. Sargo touches up. Now he gives chase. Puck gets played all the way around the corner. Nice play by Sargo to deflect that shot high up into the air. Glove down. Easily by Skyler with 4:57 left in the period. Gallant and Olick out. Tango and Musklau stay out there defensively. Puck comes out to the point, dangerously close to getting out, but not. Long pass, backhand, shot, glove down, save. Skyler keeps this one as a shutout. 4:49 left in the period. Pens will go for a defensive change. Edwards and Maury out there together. Face off one back to Edwards. He skates around. Nice pass to Olick, who's stretching up through center ice. Bouncing puck. Oleg controls, makes a couple people miss, tears up some time here. 30 seconds remaining on the 4-minute Riker reeling penalty. Edwards gets to that one first, bangs it right back down. Great penalty kill so far for the Pens. Let's see if they can finish it out. 17 seconds remaining. Gallant gets that one in deep. 10 seconds remaining, played by the OBJ goalie. They're gonna touch up. Sorry, they're gonna set up. Go cross ice here. Shot gets blocked into the corner. Maury cancels his man. The power play is over. Edwards is gonna skate up ice. He's got some space. Finds Oleg, who's dashing in. Oleg leaves it for DeSimone. DeSimone through some traffic in center ice. Backhands one to Edwards. Edwards slides one down to Oleg. Tipped just wide. DeSimone backhands it over to Gallant. Gallant on the wraparound chance, denied. OBJ is going to try to do the Dewey play, just float one high. And now Maury takes his man down. Gets a long stretch pass over from Edwards to Dunn. Dunn tries a centering pass to Houghton. Houghton gets drilled when it wasn't even looking. DeSimone on a good back check comes away with a steal. 3:13 left in the second. Dunn drives his man hard into the boards. Veneziano leaves it for Houghton. Pens throw it out cross ice, try to get it to DeSimone. The race is on. DeSimone with a sharp angle shot. Good pad save there. Houghton plays it over to Dunn. Dunn circles back around, floats one to Metz. Metz finds Veneziano, who's slashing down off his skates though. And OBJ has numbers going the other way. Metz is back in good position. That's going to be chipped out of play by OBJ. 2:42 left in the period. Pearsall, Sargo, Louis G out there now with Metz and Veneziano. Veneziano rifles one out of play and out of it. Just skirted the net. Almost killed one of the U18 players for the Pens. So we'll come back to center ice here, or the neutral zone. Pearsall to take another draw. Wins it back to Veneziano, swings it over to Metz. Metz is going to skate it. He's got some space into the offensive zone. Pulls up now. Backhands one over to Pearsall. Pearsall runs into the referee. Puck now played back to the point. Up to Pearsall. Drop pass to Louis G. Louis G circling, rifling one off the side of the post. Pens take a throw. Backdoor passing. Attempt was there. Good save by Schuyler. Big save comes out to Sargo. Sargo's going to float one over cross ice. Going to connect with Louis G a little bit out of his reach. Now Sargo swoops back to center ice, picks it up, backhands one to his D partner. Veneziano swings it to Metz. Metz is just going to skate straight up, gains the red line, now the blue line. He's going to keep going, gets it in below the goal line here. Minute 34 left in the period. Dumped in the zone by OBJ. Tango's back. He's going to retreat. Leaves it for Pearsall. Pearsall punches it up to Louis G, but not out. Shot on net. Big save. Big rebound, I should say. Metz gets knocked down from behind. Puck still loose. Comes over to Pearsall. Anthony Sargo, I should say. They're going to call a behind the play penalty on the Pens. With 1:17 left in the period, Pearsall's going to go to the box. Behind the scene, the Pens had the puck. Couldn't see what was happening. I think the players got tied up. Pearsall wanted to get free of them. Regardless, he's going to go to the box. Reeling and Dunn out there together now. Face off one back. Good stick by Maury. Slowed down that shot and out of the zone. Reeling's going to give chase. Now Dunn circles in. .53 seconds left. Mowry on his backhand. Gets it out of the zone. Riker gets it up to himself. Tries to leave it for Dunn. Can't get it. But OBJ can't get it out. Now Mowry gives chase. Good penalty kill here so far for the Pens. Mowry gets it in deep. They're going to have to retreat. 1:15 left in the penalty kill. 30 seconds left in the period. OBJ now getting this one on net. Might have been going wide. Skyler said, don't worry about it. He's going to grab it and freeze it. 23 seconds left in the period. Pens to go for a full change here, bringing on Olick, Imler, Edwards, and Musklau. Face off one back to the point. OBJ with 20 seconds left on the clock. Back to the point and out of reach. OBJ is going to have to regroup, and they will. Good stick by Musklau. Breaks that one up, and he's going to get it out of the zone for Olick to give chase to. 3 seconds remaining. He gets a shot off before the buzzer, and a good pad save by OBJ's goalie. Good scoring chances for the Pens on the penalty kill. Get that second ice cut in. See you in a little bit, everybody. Sorry about that, I was muted. Had a lot of good things to say, but at the moment, it's the Pens on top, 3-0 in the third. Imwer with a good check, good stick there, poke check to Oleg. Oleg leaves it for Imwer, 2-on-1. Imwer's gonna try to get over to Gallant, that one's just broken up. Veneziano now there defensively. Puck comes out to center ice. Edwards collects it, plays it up the boards. Gallant takes a hit, but gets it into the offensive zone. Now OBJ the other way. And Oleg bodies his man into the boards. Puck comes out. Veneziano now playing his man. Edwards gets it, leaves it for Dunn. Dunn swoops in. He's gonna try to skate it out, and he gets through a little bit of traffic. Tries to play it up to Dewey, but gets it knocked down. Now he leaves it for Edwards. Edwards has some ice, he takes it, gets the red line, chips it past the defender, and carries forward on the forecheck. Loose puck. Dewey has it now. Below the goal line, looking up, bounce it off the boards to Edwards. Edwards plays it back down and around. Dunn has it, off Houghton skates. Throws it cross ice for Musklau to pick up defensively now. He's out there with Tango in. Musklau to Tango in front of their own net. Tango, bouncing puck picked up by OBJ. Puck's thrown into the corner. Musklau's there, makes a man miss, puts it on his forehand. Throws it off Dewey, sticking out into the center ice. Back into the D zone. Musklau's there again. He plays it off the boards. I'm sorry, that was Tango trying to find Musklau. Now I guess it's a Dunn. Dunn shoots through a little bit of traffic, deflected into the corner. He gets tripped down, and they're going to call a tripping there with 13:40 left in the third. Nothing. Pens on top. Pearsall to take the offensive zone draw. Puck's tied up. Now Dewey comes away with it. Dunn got caught with a high stick, stopped playing momentarily, didn't get the call. Now he drills his man into the ground, but allows OBJ to come away with it. Long dump in there, picked up by Skyler. Mowry gets it up to Sargo, but just off his stick, and they're quick the other way. OBJ gets back, but Mowry's there to come away with the steal. He's going to slow down. Minute 23. The Pens haven't gotten into the zone just yet after that initial face-off. Now here, Pearsall plays it to Mowry. Over to Sargo. Sargo falls, but gets back up, gets it over to Dunn. Back to Sargo. He's circling, looking, skating, finding the center of the ice. Just fired wide over the net. Loose puck picked up by Pearsall. He switches sides with Sargo. Now Mowry's to the point. Mowry plays it over to Pearsall. Pearsall's pass tipped high, sticked into the net. 54 seconds left on the power play. And the Pens will go for a change. Reeling, Oleg, Tango, Houghton, and Louis G. Oleg to take the draw. Wins it back to Houghton. Houghton looking, gets it over to Tango. Tango to Oleg. Oleg back to the point to Tango. Tango to Oleg. Oleg makes a man miss, plays it over to Reeling. Reeling plays it back to Oleg. Tango at the point, 30 seconds left on the power play. Tango from Houghton over to Louis G in the slot. Loose puck, kept in the zone nicely by Oleg. Nice keep there by Oleg, 20 seconds. That gives the Pens a chance to Louis G. Louis G's shot saved into the corner, picked up by Houghton. 12 seconds remaining. Played back to the point for Tangelin. Tangelin's shot just wide of the net and out of the zone. Skyler quick up to Tom Houghton. Tommy makes a man miss. Now he pulls up, throws across ice to Tango. Tango his shot. Loose puck. Tom's there. Big bounce into the corner and a nice save. Tom has it now. Shoot one gets taken into the boards. OBJ coming the other way, really deflects that one down. Now towards the net and a score there. A bouncing puck and it was loose. And backhanded it in for OBJ. 11:17 left in the ball game, and OBJ finds himself down 2 goals. Gallant, DeSimone, and Imler with Veneziano and Metz. Veneziano comes away with an interception. Skates it forward. That one's going to hit the netting and go out of play. 11:03 and a stoppage of play. Offensive zone face-off here. Gallant's going to take it to the left of the goalie. He's got DeSimone on his right. Puck played deep into the corner. OBJ rims it around the boards. A breath of life here for OBJ, intercepted by Metz. Backhands it over to Veneziano, leaves it for Imler. Up to DeSimone. Gallant now skating through center ice. That one just out of his reach, but now Gallant has it back. Skating through his man, puts it on his forehand. Avoids a big hit there. Imler comes out to help, comes over to help. Throws his stick in there. Skyler's gonna come out and play that one. Leaves it for himself, plays it up the boards and out. DeSimone gives chase. Thrown right back in by OBJ. This one's out of Skyler's reach, comes all the way around, thrown wide of the net by OBJ. Picked up by Imler. Imler's gonna try to shoot one out, and he does. Bounces past the defender. DeSimone, that's been one of our best plays. OBJ defense trying to pinch. Mets have been able to get behind OBJ defense a bunch today. Capitalize on a handful of chances. Veneziano behind his own net gets it up to Sargo. Sargo to Pearsall with some speed through the offensive zone. His shot just high and wide over the net. OBJ through center ice. Here comes Luigi joining now with Musklow and Edwards out there defensively. Musklow plays the puck along to the boards to Luigi. Shot from the point, wide of the net. Edwards is going to be the first man there. He chips it out of the zone. OBJ is going to have to touch up. Now they're going to call an offsides. 9:18 left in the third. OBJ hanging around, down 3-1. Pearsall to take the draw. OBJ comes away with this one. They played to the red line and in deep. Weave's going to be the first man there. Plays it, tries to get over to Edwards, but OBJ comes away with it. Plays it to the point. D-to-D, shot, tipped just wide. Good save there by Skyler. Wasn't a wide shot, actually got on net, and Skyler saved that one into the corner. Edwards taking his man to the boards. OBJ skates away with it though. Played back to the point. Liptak makes a man miss. Shot. Tipped just wide of the net. The net was open and in. Shot from the point was well wide of the net and thrown from a short angle side. Skyler's saying it never went in. Tough to see from this angle. But the Pens find themselves in a bit of a dogfight now. Up 3-0 at one point, is now 3-2, 8:40 left in the ball game. Schuman's out there to take the draw. With Dunn and Dewey. Tango and Mowry. Puck all the way back to Skyward. He's going to play it around to Tango. Tango plays it up the boards. Long shot just wide of the net. Mowry with a strong stick gets that one out over to Dunn. Dunn chips it ahead. Dunn on an aggressive forecheck, comes away with a steal. Trying to line up a shot, couldn't get it off. Puts it on his backhand. Now to Dewey. Dewey circles back off the side of the net with a passing attempt. Nice job keeping a puck in the zone there momentarily by Tango. Now Hutton has it. Finds Dewey up ice. Dewey sauces one over to Dunn. Couldn't get it on his stick though. Hutton comes with a high hit and a big hit. Dewey gets taken down from behind into the board. Sorry, the zoom from the Commodore's recommendations throwing me off a little on the pan here. Dunn leaves it for Tango. Tipped shot on net. Reeling's on the ice now. Gets it drilled into the corner. Dunn has it. Drop pass for Veneziano. Veneziano shoots it. Puck's high, big bounce off the net. It comes just out of the zone. DeSimone's there. DeSimone with a reverse hit crushes somebody. And now he's got the loose puck. He gets taken down from behind. No call. Now there's a call. Both of them are going to go. 7:04. DeSimone crushed the man at the blue line on a reverse hit. Definitely got taken down from behind, retaliated. Should have been a call on OBJ initially. It was a clear trip from behind. Had to get called on the retaliation though. Only one penalty is on the board at the moment. That's for OBJ. Let's see if they change that. So the Pens will get a power play. I think that was the right call from initially. DeSimone is going to go to the box. Puck comes loose out to Reeling. Reeling shoots, glove down, save. 6:53 left in the first. 6:53 left in the third. Excuse me. 1:49 left on the power play. Oleg's going to take the draw with Luigi, Tango, Hutton, and Reeling. Face-off comes up from Reeling to Luigi. Just high and wide of the net. He was looking for his second of the game. Tango plays it over to Oleg. Oleg tries to get one through to Hutton, but it gets knocked down and out of the zone. Now Hutton gets taken to the boards. Luigi plays it back, touch pass from Oleg to Hutton, and now they gain the zone. Hutton's going to go by himself. Now he pinwheels back into a little bit of trouble and out. Shoot, a long pass from Tango up to Hutton. Up to Sargo. Depends on a partial change here. They find Reeling to Sargo. Reeling with a backhand shot. Dewey with a rebound save. Reeling shot from a short angle, got on net, and Dewey was there for a great rebound. His attempt also saved. 58 seconds remaining on the power play. Pens go finish their line change here. Dewey, Dunn, Pearsall, Mowry, and Sargo out there together. 3-2, Pens on top. All the momentum's on OBJ's side. Pens shot tipped down from the point. Mowry shot heads up into the stands. No netting. Tip shot from Mowry to Dewey on net. And as OBJ was trying to clear it, roped one out Pearsall's head. He used his stick to deflect it. OBJ parents happy that one of the moms returned the puck. Not sure why the face-off's in our zone. Heads up, another one out. It's been a wild third period. 5:50 left in the game. 46 seconds left on the power play. Dewey to take the draw. OBJ controls, and they're gonna get it all the way down. Skyler leaves it for Mowry. Mowry plays it over to Sargo. Sargo shifty, makes a couple man miss. Now he's gonna circle back, creates some space, gets it over to Pearsall, gets tied up on the blue line, but in the zone. Now he backhands one, nicely done there. Gets it in the zone. That was Dewey, I apologize. Mowry over to Dunn. Mowry from the point, snaps off a shot, blocked down, right to Pearsall. His pass attempt got fumbled away. 3 seconds left. And the Pens remain unable to score on their power play. Long pass from Mowry to Dunn. Dunn's gonna circle and drop it to Pearsall. Pearsall throws a shoulder into his man. Mowry takes his guy down to the ice. Inward chips it down to Dunn. Pearsall is fighting in the corner, allows Dunn to come away. Now Pearsall's up. Gets it up to Edwards. Long shot tipped into the net by Imler. Edwards threw a shot on a wrist shot from the point. Imler falling forward, tipped it high over the goalie and into the netting. Gallant, Olick, Imler with Edwards and Metz out there. 3-2, Pens on top. Louis G, Sargo, and Pearsall with the goals. Imler's first man there on the forecheck. He throws his body into the boards. OBJ tries to get it out, and they do. And they're gonna call a high stick. It is a high stick. Oh, it's baffled by the call. I didn't see it either, but the Pens go back on the penalty kill. They've been there a lot today. And with 4:29 left in the contest, Sargo and Rilling are going to come out there with Metz and Edwards. 3-2, a huge penalty kill here for the Pens. Faceoffs one in control to Rilling. Rilling gets it to the center ice. Now he gets it in deep. Sargo's gonna be the first man there. OBJ straight in, shot stick to the side, high over the goalie. Edwards gloves it down into the corner. OBJ controls. Shot blocked by Edwards. Edwards on his forehand's gonna rifle that one out and all the way down. Played by the Blue Jackets goalie. Louis G turns his man backwards. Dunn's out there now for Rilling. Veneziano and Tango came out defensively. Good penalty kill so far for the Pens. Good shot save, loose puck. It's still loose in front of the net. And now Skyler on his belly dives down, comes away with a save. Veneziano gets tangled up. That puck was dangerously loose for quite some time in front of the net. And they're going to take Veneziano to the box here. It looks like it's going to be a 5-on-3. With 3:26 left in the contest. Pens living dangerously right now. And there's a timeout in play. Veneziano and Olick in the box. Long time out here for OBJ. They have 57 seconds of a 5-on-3. And then it'll still be obviously a minute 3 left on the one-man advantage. Dunn, Edwards, and Mowry out there. Skyler and net. Face off to Skyler's right. Dunn's gonna take the draw. Controlled by OBJ, and they're gonna set it up. Bad pass there by OBJ. Dunn creating a little bit of havoc up front. Him and Mowry is gonna switch spots here. Now Dunn attacks the shot at the point. Good stick into the netting. Dunn attacked the shooter. Not sure that's what OBJ wanted, and Dunn's stick just caused that one to go right into the net. Nice play. Face off one back again to OBJ. They've controlled both offensive zone draws here. Edwards out now to attack the puck. 25 seconds remaining in the 5-on-3. Edwards now. Long shot. I think it didn't get on Skyward. I don't believe. Dunn taking it down from behind, and he clears it. And then Dunn's going to draw a penalty. A terrible penalty by OBJ. And that was a selfish play. Dunn got tied up with the player who just threw an elbow and threw him to the ice. Dunn cleared it and drew the penalty. Well done. So we'll get an interesting 4-on-3 for 14 seconds. Good thing the Pens practice this all the time. 4-on-3, here we go. Pearsall to take the draw. He wins it back nicely to Edwards. Edwards throws it to Mowry, who's going to just waste some time for the Pens. Brings it back to his defensive zone, plays it behind the boards to Pearsall. 2 seconds, and we're about to be a 4-on-4. Pearsall making some people miss. Showing some speed. Now he's got Sargo joining him. Pearsall's just going to do it himself. That one just gets poke checked away, though. 4-on-4 for the next 52 seconds, and then the Pens will be on a power play. Edwards wins that one. Over to Sargo to Mowry. Turnover here. Great diving attempt there by Edwards, and a good stick save by Skyler, keeping this one 3-2. Edwards plays it off the boards to Pearsall. He chips it over to Sargo. Sargo skating through the neutral zone. Puts it on his forehand, throws it in below the goal line. He's going to be the first man there. Good forecheck. He's got Pearsall with him and Metz. And Tango. 15 seconds and the Pens will be on a power play. Minute 35 left in the contest. 3-2, Pens on top. They're holding on. It was 3-0. Long shot, just stick to wide into the corner. Shot, the net was wide open, and he shot that one out of play. Skyler was tackled and on the ice. He's saying in zone faceoff. I'm not sure how that's possible. That shot was not tipped and just fired out of play. The Pens are not going to send out a power play unit. They're just going to play a regular two-man defensive setup here with a minute 22 left in the contest. They are on a power play for 36 more seconds. Louis G up to Metz. Metz is going to skate it in, gets it in deep. Puck comes out to Tango at the point. Now Houghton comes away with it. Now the Pens are going to go out of power play. They bring in Reeling. Tango with a shot from the point. And with 55 seconds left, the goalie's going to freeze it. 12 seconds on a power play here. Edwards and Mowry are going to come on now. Putin, Oleg, and Luigi out there together. That's going to be one all the way down in the corner. Not an ice, I'm sorry. It's still a power play, so Skyler's going to leave it for Edwards. The power play is over. Edwards smartly just taking up time. Nobody was pressuring him. So he now rifles one out to center ice. 6-on-5 here as they pull the goalie. Maori blew a tire. Good defensive play there by Edwards. Doesn't allow a shot off. Edwards still down. Loose puck in front of the net. Oleg tries to clear it. Doesn't get it out. Long shot just wide of the net. 20 seconds remaining. Pens. Loose puck. Into the corner. Shot blocked down. Not on net. 7 seconds remaining. Puck played below the goal line. Shoot! 1 second. And Oleg's going to block the centering pass, and the Pens hold on to win 3-2. Skyler was fantastic in net. A lot of scoring chances there late in the game for the Blue Jackets, but the Pens holding on for the 3-2 victory. Be a Facebook broadcast tomorrow. Everybody make sure you send in your requests to join whatever group it is that the Commodore created. And I will see you all in a couple weeks or next weekend.